Murder, 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 murder.
There it is, the holy equation in the flesh, tatted on my fucking arm.
Okay, so can you introduce yourself a little bit?
Hey, how's it going? I'm Jack Peterson. I guess I'm some sort of incel spokesperson. I've talked at length about incels and loneliness and things like that. Before I've made YouTube videos. I've been on TV discussing these topics. I sort of left the incel community for a while, and there's a lot of reasons behind that. But basically, um, I'm just a guy dealing with a lot of problems with women, and that's who I am. So
Okay, and so you got a tattoo, two tattoos
yes,
recently, right? Could you detail in basic detail, the first tattoo you got?
sure. So yeah, I recently, yeah, I got two tattoos, and the first one, well, they both tie in with inceldom in a way, but it's very complex stuff. So the first tattoo is basically a string of numbers, and I call it the whole equation, and it's 10 to 15 plus 30 to 45. And do you want me to explain a little bit about where that string of numbers came from?
Um, yeah, you can explain the basics of it. Don't go
The
into
very
too,
basics. Okay,
yeah, not
so
too much detail.
basically, what those numbers mean is that when you were a 10 to 15-year-old boy, if you weren't approached by a 30 to 45-year-old woman, like in a sexual way, at that, when you were a young boy, basically you're fucked. And I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yep,
That's all I'm gonna say.
yep. And onto the second tattoo. What
Yes.
what is the second tattoo?
So the second tattoo is basically ripped straight off of the Jersey flag, and I'm not fucking talking about New Jersey to anyone who thought that I'm listening. So basically, it's protection from the Albanian scum. And
Okay,
there's a reason I cut out right at that very second because they don't
exactly.
even want people to hear about this.
Exactly. And it happens all the
But
time on Discord as well. We cut out when we're talking about Albanians.
right when
Anyway,
you start talking about Albanians,
exactly.
yeah.
So, we obviously we won't go into too much detail on everything behind the equations and the Jersey theory and everything like that. We'll go
Right.
into more detail in that next video, right? But
Right.
another question I want to ask, what made you get those tattoos? Why did you get tattoos? Why didn't you just, make videos in it? What made you
Right.
feel the need to get a tattoo about it?
Well, the reason I needed to get tattoos of both of these things is because permanent ink on your skin is a lot more convincing than a little pussy ass video. And so when people see this, they're gonna realize, wait, maybe there is some truth to this, because otherwise, why would he get those tattoos? So there's two reasons. That's the first reason, and the second one is right now I'm in the midst of basically trying to get with a MILF, get in a relationship with a MILF. I'm a young guy, I'm 21. I'm trying to get with her, and so I need all the holy power that I can possibly get, and that's what these two tattoos have given me. So they've given me a lot of power and protection from evil, and so that's given me better chances with this girl, I think.
So there's from what I believe, there's some kind of hope that these tattoos will give you an edge on approaching or an
Yeah,
advantage.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly, and it's essentially a spiritual advantage. That's how I would describe it.
Okay. Yeah, well, like I said, next video we'll be getting Soviet on. He's another
Mm,
guy that's in the community that ties into all these equations. We'll be going into more detail on that video, but this video is basically just a
mm.
quick overview of, the fact that you've got tattoos, explaining why you got them,
Right.
etc. So yeah,
Sounds good. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm looking forward to the full interview.